what is even happening right now? What? First of all, I can't get sound on my computer. Everything is borked. And then you have to drop that bomb on me? What's even happening? I mean,
I did
it's bad enough.
drop a major bomb, you guys.
I know we got to talk about Healthy Cell, but then I sent you that picture of the first lady looking like a Dalmatian. Did you see that?
I gotta show it because it was.
What is that?
I don't even know.
Why does she have to eye assault us like that? What is that? It's a complete eye assault.
Why doesn't it show up on my phone? I see the Dalmatian gif, but like the actual, it looks like this. It just looks like nothing. Why?
I would show it, but I'm on my phone because my sound was all borked this morning, you guys. Yeah, our producer's gonna be mad at me because sorry, I'm not on my computer this morning. I'm sorry, I don't have the big black ball in front of me.
Oh wait, here we go. Here it is. You guys, are you seeing this outfit that Jill Biden is? What is that? What
is it? Does she have red shoes? She has red shoes on with it, right?
She does have red shoes. That's just a lot of print. You know what I mean? Which
is a whole lot.
When you sent this in response, you were like, please make her stop. And then you sent this in response. I died. Oh my God, I died.
It's just too much.
We have to talk about Healthy Cell for a minute. You guys, Healthy Cell, if you have not heard us talking about Healthy Cell before, if you go to healthycell.com/chicks, you're going to find amazing products, but specifically multivitamins that you take in a gel pack. It looks like this, right? It's like a squishy thing of like goo, and it is delicious goo. This
so good
one is Vegan Essentials. The reason that I like this one as my multivitamin is because it has way more B12 than just the regular multivitamin. So don't get like all vegan. I mean, it's if you're vegan, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just saying you don't have to be a vegan actually to take this particular multivitamin. So you basically just rip off the thing and you just like squirt it into your mouth, and it's a delicious treat. And it gives you vitamins that your body can actually absorb, unlike capsules, tablets, all that stuff that has to have all kinds of filler in it that really doesn't let your body absorb it very well.
No. You pee it out, man. You just pee that stuff out. You pee it out. You just expel it from your body. You're not absorbing any of it. This stuff you do absorb. You can feel a difference. I'm giving like half of the Vegan Essentials to my daughter, my 12-year-old daughter. Like she'll take like half of that, and she likes it. That's another thing is like people who can't take pills. Some people can't. Some people just cannot take pills. Like not even just little kids, or I'm not talking about little kids, but older people. Like some people just don't want to take pills, and so this is such a great alternative because it tastes fabulous. They have different flavors in the different packets. And you're like, oh, this is like fruity. It's really
liquid candy.
Yeah, it's so good. So definitely try it if you're looking for a fantastic vitamin that's going to make you feel good and look good and just feel like you're doing something wonderful for your body. So definitely check it out. Dr. Peter McCullough takes it, so it must be good.
Yeah. You know, if he's taking it, it's some good stuff. So again, healthycell.com/chicks. If you use promo code chicks, it's 20% off your first order. How do you like them apples? You should like them. Look at my name today. Marco Rubio. I did that specifically because Marco Rubio, I believe, was involved in the Senate passing a bill yesterday to make daylight saving time permanent. It passed the Senate, you guys. Now it's got to go to the House, and they got to decide.
Thank you, Jesus.
I know, right? Like if this happens, it will be the best thing ever.
Listen, I know there are like wars breaking out all over the place, but if we can get this done,
we forgot about that. We got to go back to the bomb.
We got to go back. We got to go back to that. But if we can get this done, this is a great thing. We can all unify over this one thing just for a second. Totally. Just for 1 second, we can be like, oh, thank you. And then move on and start like fighting and hating each other again. It's great. It's fine.
I mean, it's 75% of Americans agree that we should just have one time that we don't have to mess with our clocks all the time. Listen, we played that TikTok from Cory Booker yesterday. Now we got Marco Rubio.
The Frog.
So there's a lot of agreement about it. It passed the Senate. If the House agrees, we may never have to change our clocks again. You guys, it's going to be amazing.
He's so great.
Really quick thanks to Jill Smith and to Betty Ann Powers for those super stickers. Thank you very much for that. The bomb that I dropped on Daisy right as we were about to go live is that because there was a lot of chatter yesterday about Russia potentially not ending their invasion with just Ukraine, but also wanting to take Alaska.
What the hell?
Fort Ross in California.
Right.
We're not making this up.
Right. So I knew that was going on yesterday. I posted some stuff on Instagram about it. I'm like, this is absurd. Like, this is the weirdest thing. And Putin didn't say it, but one of his like henchmen was talking about that yesterday. Yeah, right?
A Russian parliament guy.
Right. So we were talking about that before the show this morning. And I'm like, that's just freaking weird. Like, this is just everything is insane right now. Everything is insane. And then she drops this bomb on me.
Well, because I saw it on Daily Mail this morning, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Apparently, the United States is sending thousands of troops are going to Australia because now it's looking like China and Australia may be getting into a war. So, I mean, I can't. You guys, the world is a colossal disaster right now on every front.
It's a huge cluster. You know what? It's just the craziest thing. So China is invading Australia. China's like, we're going to go ahead and just invade us. Is that what's happening?
No, but they're mad about that deal that Australia made with the UK and the United States. Remember that Macron was super mad about? Remember? And like Joe Biden then got into trouble with Macron, and there was all that hullabaloo. Well, that same deal really angered China. And so now they're getting all like belligerent to Australia, enough so that they're ramping up their troop and testing and all that kind of stuff. And it's also because the United States wants to be prepared in case China does something with Taiwan. And so everything is just borked right now. Like across the world, everyone is mad at everybody else. And there's just so much fighting. And I don't like it. I mean, it's bad.
I don't like it either. God, these guys, man,
I know.
And
Ukraine's former president, Poroshenko, there was a video of him going around yesterday where he was warning people, like the world. He was saying, listen, everybody, stop being afraid of Putin. The time now is to stop him, because if everybody just is like, oh God, he's going to use nukes, then he's not going to stop with Ukraine. He will go after Alaska. He will go after Fort Ross in California. So imagine that. Imagine like Putin saying, I'm going to take Alaska, and if you don't just give it to us, we're going to nuke you. I mean, that's totally what they're saying could happen. Alaska.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know. And people are joking and saying Biden's going to go in there and just like turn it over to him. And it's terrifying. Like what could happen? I mean, listen, Putin I don't understand why we are so afraid of Putin, because you look at like Trump and the way that he handled him. He manhandled that guy. He just looks like a bloated Vizsla, you know? Doesn't he?
He really does.
Doesn't he look like that now? He does. I mean, you're never going to unsee it. You guys are never going to unsee it now. A bloated Vizsla. That's what he looks like.
It's true.
But he totally manhandled the crap out of him. Like, I miss that. And he was the alpha male in the room. And it's like, he was a business guy. I mean, this guy I'm not saying he's just a business guy, but he was a business guy. We elected him. He's a businessman. He walked in there and he's like, screw you. You're not going to be the alpha male in the room. I'm going to be the alpha male in the room. And he established dominance. I mean, if you watch footage of it, he totally did.
The handshake? Where he pulls him in. It's glorious.
He wasn't afraid of him. And then we've got Biden. It's like, I'm a lot terrified of how this is going to go down, because I do feel like there is that level of fear from this administration of Putin, which is, he's one guy. He's just a man. He's one man. And this man is wreaking havoc all over I mean, now it's like everything is just crazy. It's just so dumb. This is so dumb.
Well, and it's like spreading like a fire. You know what I mean? Like now
Yeah.
all this tension and all of this conflict and all this anger and territorialism is just spreading. And now it's getting just completely crazy. And like the last headline I expected to see today was US troops going to Australia to get ready for a China versus Australia battle. I mean, what in the world is even happening? It's like a board game gone completely berserk. Okay. So I just wanted to mention really quickly, but that first of all, you can always put us right here in your tool belt and take us on the go. If you don't have time in the mornings to watch us and you just want to listen later, you can always do that. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. I did also want to do a quick shout out for our supporter group on Locals, which is the same as Insiders on Facebook. We have a subscription service on Locals, and we are just 125 people away from having 1,000 people in that community, which is so exciting.
We got to get there. What do we got to do to get 100? We got to get 125. Is it 125? 125
more. Well, yeah. And then we'll have 1,000 subscribers in our Locals group. And if you're interested in checking that out, it's chicksontheright.locals.com. Also, if you're watching on Rumble, or if you're watching our live stream on Rumble, the button is literally like right above our video. It says join, and you can join that way. And it's another insider community where you're going to get exclusive content. For example, you're going to get more of Daisy's house tour. Okay. You're not going to get that
exciting
if you're not an insider or a supporter. And you're also going to see, I may post a couple more videos from the petting zoo in Arizona, but then also I will be showing my new neighborhood in a couple weeks. I'll be on spring break in my new neighborhood in South Carolina. Anyway, there's just going to be a lot of exclusive content that other people will not see if they're not an insider or supporter. So we highly, highly, highly recommend that you join that. And yes, Casimira, we are on Truth Social. Here's the problem with Truth Social, though. It's not on desktop. It's only an app. And Daisy and I work on our computers all day long. That's where we're posting things to all the social media platforms from our computers. It's having it only on a phone is just really inconvenient. So we'll probably be more active there when they also have a desktop. Tracy, you do not have to pay for Locals. You can follow us as a member for free. However, in order to get the exclusive content and be able to engage with the community, there is a $5 per month charge, or you can do an annual subscription for $50 a year and save 2 months. So those are the ways to do that. Okay, so Biden, you mentioned Biden and his weakness. I've got a couple clips just to remind everybody what an absolute idiot he is. The first one is when he's trying to remember what Jennifer Granholm used to do before she was energy secretary. And you guys, he's just not, the memory, it's not
there.
It's not there. Thank you, Michelle, Missy Jean, and thank you, Mad Cow Mark. They have also sent super stickers. Okay, here's Joe Biden forgetting all the things.
Former Governor Jennifer Granholm, the Energy Department.
God, he sounds drunk. He already sounds drunk.
I wasn't kidding early on when I was seeking the nomination. Had she
everybody drink.
She'd be standing here and I'd be sitting there. She was a former governor of the state of Michigan. Michigan, wrong. She was a former state. She was a governor.
I mean, she was, and he was right. It's just that he started second guessing himself, and then he was like, no, that's wrong. Michigan.
No, she was, what the hell was she? What was she? I don't, oh my God. I mean, okay.
He had it. He was right there. He had it. And then it was gone.
And you know, everybody in the audience is like, oh God, don't say it. Don't even know. Just don't say anything. Just say that you like her. Just don't say what you did. Oh God.
Right.
Oh,
and then he was like, I don't know. Thank you, DJ Deadstroke. DJ Deadstroke sent us a super sticker. That's a name, man. I love it.
It's a great freaking name. It's like the name of the guy that's like, get up, bitch, get up.
Yes. It totally is.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, if you have not stocked up on your Omaha steaks, your meat from Omaha Steaks, what are you even doing? This is the time, you guys. You want to have your meat on hand. And Omaha Steaks right now, they've got that steak sampler, the big giant cooler that has all the yummy stuff in it. I mean, we're talking chicken, we're talking franks, we're talking burgers. I mean, steaks, fillets, all of that in one sampler ice chest. And you know, I love their ice chest. Everything comes so nicely.
You totally do. And listen, Easter's coming up. I know I've got like a gajillion people coming over for Easter, and like all the holidays are coming up, you guys. So you got to start stocking up all the meat. I like keep everything, and I have a freezer in the garage. I like have a stockpile of meat in my garage freezer. So you guys got to start stockpiling all the meat. Omaha Steaks is the best place to get it. Seriously, the yummiest stuff, you guys. The yummiest.
And the desserts and the sides that also come in the sampler. Hello. I mean, you get all the things, and 50% off the Omaha Steak Sampler when you use keyword chicks in the search field at omahasteaks.com. You just go to their search bar, you type in chicks, a little drop down appears that says, hey, you want to see the steak sampler? And you'll say, yes, I do. And then it'll take you there, and then you'll get 50% off, and they'll throw in 12 free steak burgers on top of that just when you use that code. So hello, it's a no-brainer. Why would you not take advantage of that? Why? This is what I want to know. Anyway, omahasteaks.com, keyword chicks. I wanted to show you the other clip of Biden just being Biden. Watch this. I should preface this by saying Kamala's husband, Doug, has COVID. Okay. So him and Obama.
So what do we technically call him? The second husband?
The second gentleman.
The second gentleman. Okay. All right. That's what we call him.
The second gentleman.
Okay. Because we've never had one of those.
We've never had one.
He's the first one ever. All right. The second gentleman.
I mean, I can see where you might get a little, you might stumble over that a little bit. It's a new thing, right?
Perhaps, maybe.
I don't know if you're like a normal person is going to stumble this hard. Watch.
Right.
We've got a little change in the arrangement, who's on the stage because of the First Lady's husband contracting COVID. But
First Lady's husband.
What you see. Pardon? That's right. She's fine. It's me. That's not together. The second lady.
You're right. We're not together.
How about that?
The second gentleman.
He never got it right. He said the second
gentleman.
The first gentleman. He's not either of those things. He's not got it right.
Right. Okay. So so he.
I mean, and this is the thing. Just say Doug. Just say Kamala's husband has COVID.
And the laughter is also very off-putting. Everybody's laughing. Like he's just like the silly uncle. It's not funny, you jackwads. He's the leader of the free world, and he's effing everything up. Everything is on fire because of the way that he is. He is the reason for all of the things that are bad in our lives right now. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? It's not funny. Grandpa is not funny. It's not funny.
I think they're doing it to be polite. You know what I mean? They're like, oh God, this is so awful and uncomfortable and awkward. And we're just
so it's nervous. It's like, it's nervous laughter. Everybody's nervous.
I think. I mean, I'm just speculating here.
Oh my God. I want to say all the things that I can't say. I want to punch. I can't. You know what I mean? I'll refrain. It makes me so mad that everybody's so giggly about it. It's like, it's not funny. None of it's funny.
It's not funny. You're right about that. Now, I do want to say another thing about laughter in general, because as soon as we're done with our live stream this morning, I want everybody to go to chicksontheright.com. Not yet, because I haven't published this yet, but I'm working on a post right now about Reuters fact-checking Kamala's laughter.
Oh my God.
This is an actual thing. And you guys are going to you won't even believe it. Like, I could not believe it when I saw this fact check this morning. I was like, I got to write about this. So as soon as we're done here, I'm going to finish that post and publish it. And I just needed to say it, because when you get to the point where they're fact checking laughter, what are we even doing?
Right. That's the thing. It's like sheer propaganda crap.
Yeah.
How do you even do that? How do you do, like, what do you say? If you're a journalist and you're out, I don't understand. What do you say? It wasn't in fact laughter. It was
out of context.
It was gas. It was gas.
No, that's not what they say.
What are they saying?
That isn't what they say. They say it's out of context, that all kinds of like right-wing outlets like us are taking the laughter out of context. That's what we're doing.
Well, she was there in the moment laughing right there. It wasn't out of any context. It was right there in the moment. It was, oh my God, not with these people. They will constantly, it's like the Sunny Hostins of the world. They will do everything they can to make excuses for just the sheer stupidity of this woman. She's dumb. She's dumb and inept.
So glad that you brought that up, because I have another clip that I didn't know if we would get to from Emily Compagno, who I love her. I have a little bit of a girl crush on Emily Compagno.
I know, but every time I hear her name, I think of Cantono. Don't you?
Oh my God, now I will forevermore.
Don't you?
God,
okay, I do.
That. If you guys don't know that reference, there's a little girl in a video whose dad is trying to get her to say ice cream. She's itty bitty. And he's like, say ice. And she says ice. And he says cream. And she says cream. And he says, now say ice cream. And she says, Cantono.
Cantono.
And it's the cutest thing ever. Yes, now I'm always going to think of that whenever I see Emily.
Because her name and Compagno and Cantono are like literally the same thing. So anyways, I can't unthink it. Okay. Anyway.
Well, the reason that I got this clip is because yesterday we were talking about Sunny Hostin being utterly ridiculous about Kamala and blaming any criticism of her on the fact that she's a Black woman.
Right.
Come on. It's on.
It's so unintellectual. It's just stop it. Just stop it with the race crap. Ugh.
Exactly. So Emily was talking about that very thing on, what is the show that she Outnumbered is the show that she's on with Kaylee and Harris and those other, whoever else that they have on from time to time. And so they were talking about this very subject, but Emily has this voice and this demeanor and this tone and this style of speaking.
She's so calm and so
oh my God.
Yeah. Right.
And she's
like
so
butter.
Smart. Yeah. And there's just something so, I love the way that she articulates literally everything that she ever says. Yeah. And so she was addressing this very topic. And so that's why I wanted to play her on this clip.
In what we've shown on air, that Vice President Kamala Harris does not know history, that there is a dearth of leadership. She has inappropriate affect. It's not staffing. There's a whole host of things that lend her to be ill-equipped and frankly undeserving of that position in multiple ways, especially given the crisis that is facing, frankly, the globe in light of Putin. And yet, for some reason, those in mainstream media continue to say that criticism, apt criticism of her continued ineptitude, incompetence, and failures is somehow on the basis of racism and misogyny.
I just love her.
Right. And it's like, you just want to purr when she talks, you know?
Right? I mean, there's just something so perfect about the way that she says everything. I'm so jealous of it because she's really, really good at articulating all the things. She's just so eloquent. I love her.
I know. And then she has to be gorgeous too. Like how? Like seriously, God, you had to make her gorgeous too. Come on,
cut the rest of us a break.
I know.
Crying out loud. And then she has a cool name like Emily Compagno.
Cantono.
Hi, Cash. He's like right there. He is right there.
Comes right on in there.
We also have to talk about the fact that USA Today put out their list of Woman of the Year honorees, and
we're not in it. We're not in it.
We're not at all in it.
Again, for how many years in a row they've just denied us? What?
All years. Now Kamala is one of the honorees, so they obviously have very high standards. And
Right here.
Simone Biles, another Woman of the Year honoree. Melinda Gates was on the list. But then tippy top of the list apparently was Rachel Levine. Woman of the Year.
Who's going to tell him? Who's going to tell him? Who's good?
You can't, because then you get canceled if you tell them.
Oh, if you tell them. Yeah. Where in the hell are the feminists? Where are they? Crickets.
That's a great question.
Crickets. Bunch
and
of
they had
losers.
like little, like if you go to the USA Today, thing about the Woman of the Year process, the picking, the choosing, and all that, there's a story about each of the women that are represented. And when you go, I looked at Kamala's because I was just interested in if they interviewed her, and they did. They had like a Q&A with her, and one of the questions was, what is your message to America, and or American women specifically? And the last part of her answer was, you are strong. And I was just like, okay, that's about right. That sounds like something she would say. So
thanks. Where do I plug this in?
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so Rachel Levine. Rachel Levine is one of the Women of the Year.
That's great. So, way to go, feminists. Way to step up, losers.
Somebody's asking, Mary wants to know who Rachel Levine is. I encourage you to do an image search. And then
she's a biological man. She's a biological man is who she is. That's who she is.
She's Health and Human Services Secretary, I believe is what her title is now.
Right.
And she was an admiral in the Navy or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, just look her up. So that has happened. Okay. I did want to tell a quick story about our good friend C Noons. I hope that this is okay for me to share. She sent me an email that had me dying laughing yesterday. Remember yesterday, we talked about that person on TikTok that I saw who always thought that the phrase straight from the get-go was actually from the gecko, like the lizard.
Yes.
So Christine was like, I can top that. She was all, hold my beer about this. And she said that, you know how when people say something costs an arm and a leg?
Yes.
She thought it was arminal egg. And the way that she explained this, I was dying. Okay, so you know the word nominal? How that means like a itty bitty bit. So she thought arminal was the opposite. Like it meant like a lot, like a huge amount.
Like a huge arminal.
Right.
Yeah.
And then she thought it was egg because of nest egg. So she thought that the phrase was arminal leg.
Like
arminal
a giant, leg. Like a huge egg? Like a huge egg?
Right.
She thought it was a giant egg, like some sort of a giant pterodactyl egg, like a pterodactyl egg. That's what she thought.
I love this so much. I just can't tell you how much I love that.
I want to gift her with a giant egg. Like I feel like I need to find a huge egg and get it for her.
Oh my God. I love stuff like that, like Miss Heard lyrics and all of that stuff.
And then write arminal on it and then give it to her. That's what we need to do that for CNNs.
I love stuff like that. You know what I don't love? I do have one more clip to show you before we get to my pillow talks. I don't love how much Jennifer Psaki says range.
I was just going to say, is it Psaki? It's join.
It's
how much she says range. It's a range. It's a range.
Oh my God. If she says
it's replaced
options more times.
It's replaced circle back. It's replaced it. It's replaced circle back. Yeah. Somebody needs to tell her. Who's going to tell her?
Well, I think she says it twice in this one short clip. And here's the thing about it. You're going to feel like this is such deja vu because once again, she is saying we're looking at a range of options to reduce gas prices. How long have we heard her say that now? If you're looking at the range of options, Pick one. Like, stop looking at them and just pick some. Pick one of the many of the ranges of options that you have and implement them. Stop looking at them and stop taking the reservation and learn to hold the reservation.
Right.
Like Seinfeld would say. Okay. Anyway, here, just listen, like, make sure your bingo cards are ready for when you hear her say range.
That the price of gas has gone up by 75 cents, $1, even more in some areas. We're continuing to look at a range of options, and obviously ensuring that there is, or taking steps to ensure there's more supply in the market, because the oil market is a global market, is a big priority and a focus for us. But we're looking at a range of domestic options, including all of the ones you mentioned. Just no decision has been made at this point in time.
No decision has been made at this point in time.
No, just a range of options. Just a range. Yeah. What is going on with her dress? I feel like
it's like what is that neckline?
It's like pointing down to one boob. It's like, hey, everybody look at my left boob. Everybody look at it. It's like the dress is saying, look at it. Look at it. Look. I don't.
Why is it?
I want to pull it up. I want so badly
like
to
it's uneven.
pull that up. God, that drives me crazy. What is
that? And I gotta say, it is such a horribly unflattering color. It's just a horrible, awful, terrible choice of garment.
It's not a sunny yellow. It's more like I just threw up on myself yellow. You know, it's like I don't. You know what I mean? Like I had bad. I don't.
You know what it is? It's the color of pulp.
Yeah.
And I don't even like that word, but that's what this color is.
Actually, you know what it is? It's moist pulp is what it is. Which makes it even worse.
Mushy, moist pulp.
It's moist pulp. That's what it is. Yeah. And then it's just all bad. It's just bad.
Moist, mushy, misshapen pulp.
It's
wrong in every way. In every way.
God, you have so much money. Why can't you get a stylist? Why?
For real. Okay, it is time for some My Pillow talks. I believe I do have some animals for you today, as I usually do.
Yay!
Let me just get this chair. First, I wanted to share this person not being able. We'll get to her.
Okay.
I wanted to share this person not being able to get to the letter A.
Sorry, buddy, but I need the A. So sorry to disturb you.
And then she's like,
oh my God.
I mean, because you don't want to mess with a sleeping puppy. That would be terrible.
I love him.
You don't want to do that.
I love his face.
Now, here's something that has to do with daylight saving time, sort of. And I'll explain why as soon as we get to this argument. In fact, I don't even need to play this. I'm just going to ask you the question because she takes forever to get to it. So if you have a meeting scheduled at noon, okay, with me, and you need to reschedule that, and you say to me, hey, I need to reschedule that meeting. I'm going to move it forward. What time is the meeting? If you're moving it forward 2 hours, what time is the meeting?
Moving it forward 2 hours? Oh gosh, that's a tough. Moving it forward. I would say that it would be moved to 10.
See, this is the argument because I think that's what she thinks, but I think of springing forward like the clock, and so I would think we're now meeting at 2.
2.
But that's the confusion, and there's like this whole controversy about what does that actually mean if you move a meeting forward. I don't know that there's a solid answer, but if you're springing a clock forward, it seems like it should work the same, right?
Right. But why can't you just say, let's move it to 10? Because I would never say that. I would never say that.
Same.
I would never say move it forward. I would just say, let's move the meeting to 10. And then there would be no confusion because I don't do that. Right.
But there's also a little bit of confusion with moving it up. Like, does moving it up mean moving it up earlier or moving it up like to a later time? Like, people should just stop using those kinds of descriptors.
I don't. And I don't use those descriptors. I never have. I've always said, let's move the meeting to this time.
Yeah.
That's what I've always done.
Can we just make that the rule? Can we just all collectively decide that that's the way to do it now? Can we just agree?
we probably should, because corporate America is already confusing enough, right?
Right.
Let's just not make it any more confusing.
Hide your kids, hide your wives. I believe there is some cussing here.
Bro, what in the actual fuck are you doing? Why are you up there?
How did he get up there?
Fuck are you?
I don't know, but I love that he's like got one paw.
He's
in
just
midair. He's like, uh-oh, I have been caught.
I'm not. You can't see me. You cannot see me. Yeah, that's the greatest.
Also, this guy has a magic trick to show us. Super excited. Empty bag. Empty hand. What is it?
I think you really heard it. That was pretty funny. You totally heard something going there. That's good. That's good.
Also, this raccoon is so smart. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I am going to play the latter half so you can see what happens. So he's stuck in the garbage can, right?
Uh-huh.
Look at him. Look at how smart he's about to be.
Oh shit, how smart he is.
He's so cute, too.
Oh my God, he really is.
Right? Look at him go.
I mean, there are a lot of humans that aren't that smart.
I know. Isn't that incredible?
That's remarkable. Look at him. Wow.
I know. And now this woman has just experienced a scalp massage, and the way that she describes the feeling is perfect.
I just had a scalp massage. She used a gua sha jade comb. I can hear my hair. She did this thing where she extended my head and pulled on my neck. I stood up and all of my sinuses just drained. It was gross, but amazing. You can't buy it on Amazon and I cannot link it. And I feel less salty. You might as well take advantage of that right now. My jaw is looser, which you know what that means. I could just put more food in there. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourselves. Invest in yourselves. Because amazing.
Oh my God, that was so great.
Right? Isn't that great?
That's so fantastic.
She can hear her hair. I love her. I loved it. Anyway, those are your talks for today.
Those are good. Those are really good, Mock. Okay. Are we on Newsmax tonight? We don't know.
I think we haven't heard that
know.
we're not, but that
because
doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Well, the fact that everybody's going to war, there's a possibility that we may not be. I don't know, you guys. We don't know. It's 50-50 at this point. So we may be on Newsmax. Just kind of look for us to maybe be there. We may not. I don't know. It just depends.
Here's the thing is that there's a part of me that's hoping that we're not, only because my kid has a lacrosse game tonight and it's a beautiful day. And so I really love to go to that. But if they want us, then we will be there on Newsmax.
And you know what? Likewise, because it's my daughter's spring break and we are not doing anything for spring break this week. And so she's been begging me to do things with her at night. And I know it's like just to kind of hang out and just we've been going to public pools and stuff like that just to keep her busy. And so it would be nice if I know, isn't that terrible that I don't want to do, you know what I mean? If they cancel, they cancel. So if but if we're on, we're on. So we'll just kind of keep you guys posted as to what's going on.
If they want us, we are committed and we'll do it.
Absolutely.
But we're just saying it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Yeah. Right. So this week. Yeah. So we'll kind of keep you guys posted just to, let you know what's happening. But we hope you guys have a wonderful hump day. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. Can you believe it's already Wednesday? It's crazy. And hopefully I'll get my computer straightened out tomorrow and there won't be an echo. Sorry about the echo today, you guys. But I didn't have my big black
It was
ball.
plugged in and it was ready. It just, there was no sound. Like I couldn't hear
No
her
sound.
at all.
But you know, we have a backup, so that's good. Anyways, bring it in. Big hug. Big hug. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.